Why do growing businesses love working in Slack? Let's ask Christy at Ari Bikes.
Running things in Slack saves me so much time.
AI summaries save 97 minutes per week. What say you, Rox from Gosney?
Slack helps us build community, it helps us build connection.
Your partners, vendors and customers all in one place. Take us on home, Ashley from Caraway.
If we didn't have Slack tomorrow, I would explode.
Well, let's not let that happen. Visit slack.com/podcast to get 50% off Slack Business Plus.
I am your host, Stassi Schroeder. Welcome to Tell Me Lies, the official podcast. What's the most unhinged thing of season 3?
Steven, because he's so evil.
I do think he is misunderstood.
You see everyone face consequences.
It's intoxicating. The writers just know how to trick you. There's always a twist in this show.
It's nothing you would expect.
Tell Me Lies, the official podcast, January 6th, and stream the new season of Tell Me Lies, January 13th on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also, they're a literal vampire. And suddenly, my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Katie, I am really interested to know how much you do about the Donut Man and the Donut Hole.
I knew nothing, and I remain terrified.
So I am realizing as of right now that I may only know this because he's local to my area. I thought that this was like a national thing, but I'm on Rob Evans, the Donut Man's Wikipedia page, and it says Robert Evans is a American Christian children's songwriter and performer best known as the Donut Man. He was born in Paoli, Pennsylvania, went to Rutgers University, and I think the last thing I saw was like he currently lives in Miramount, Pennsylvania, which is like 25 minutes from my house. So maybe this was just that he was like a local guy, and that's why I was very well aware that this existed. I had never watched a second of the Donut Man until this week, but I'd heard the name. I'd mentioned him to other Christians, and they're like, oh yeah, those videos are fucking wild. This is the most nightmarish thing that we've ever discussed on this show.
Oh, what an unhinged television show. When he first came out, I was like, is this Matt Walsh? Because he kind of has this Matt Walsh look to him.
If you had told me that this was like this feels more than almost, how do I word this? So I was watching this while Barb was putting her kids to bed.
Uh-huh.
And she came downstairs and she was having a real hard time trying to figure out if this was genuine or like sketch comedy. Like,
yeah, it 100% gives off some sketch comedy vibes because, like, also talking about unhinged. Wow, the props, the Muppets, I guess.
Dude, I have okay. So let me see what I have in my notes because I wrote a lot down.
I have a couple of notes too as well.
So listen, we're gonna talk a lot of bad and relate it to this show. But I have to say, if there's any compliments I have to give, comparing this to Wiggly's Village or whatever it was that Nate Lopez brought to us.
Oh, God, Quigley's Village.
Quigley's Village. Rob Evans here, I think, is committing so much harder to the character.
1,010%, yeah.
And I honestly would rather watch another Donut Hole episode than another Quigley's Village episode because this is like psychotic in the way that Quigley's Village was just kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like every time that a new segment happened in this, I was just like, what is happening? And the best describer I could come up with is like, this feels like something that would have gotten produced in the Righteous Gemstones universe.
100%.
Like it feels like such a desperate attempt to relate to teens without understanding teens at all.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh my God. And then like the kid actors that come in and like are like there for just the songs.
Yeah.
Oh wow, what a wild thing! But everything is like.
Did you have a favorite or least favorite random child singer?
Okay, so the girl who does the rap, who's the only African American person in the cast, who just disappears throughout the episode,
vanishes immediately after.
Oh, and I was watching it at double speed because I was like, this is
you have to.
slow. And even then, I was like, this is still slow on double speed.
Yeah, no, it's there are some punishing moments for sure inside of this.
I will say my favorite moment was when they were basically telling that Mary kid to fuck off. Because they were like,
she's the one that does the country song, right?
She's the girl that tries to get into the donut hole repair shop, but
yes, the little girl. It's like, away. I just really want to make donuts.
And they were like, oh no, like you have to be here from the start, and she just keeps knocking. And they're like, oh, you showed us God's love because you didn't give up. And I was like, what?
Yeah, dude, the leaps and jumps that happen throughout this.
They burn a lot of like top tier Christian stories. Good Samaritan.
But I think a big part of it, and I didn't realize this at the time, is unlike a VeggieTales, unlike a Quigley's Village, unlike a McGee and Me, this is like a dude trying to sell records, right? Like he is a recording artist who's like putting together these videos to like reach a kid's audience, but like very much, if this was compared to anything, this is like a Barney video, right? Like it's like quick lessons and then song, quick lesson song, quick lesson song, keep it moving, a whole bunch of kids, let's have fun. Like,
why am I always shocked when they break into song on these shows? I'm always like, it's a musical.
I started to become more shocked when they weren't singing. Like, I was like, like one of my notes halfway through just says, "Oh God, it's just song after song."
Yep. I have a note that says, "Do they never eat a fucking donut?"
Nope, they don't. Well, why would you when there's a sentient talking donut? Duncan, the Duncan puppet, which I did right. I've never loved and hated something as simultaneously as I do with the Duncan puppet.
Full on agree with that. You can tell it's just like a hand in like a sock with like a donut at the end. But I love that Duncan will forever and always have a hole in him because he can speak. And it's only when he's repaired with the donut hole in his mouth that he won't be able to speak. I find that ironic and hysterical.
Well, let's talk about the donut hole, shall we? Because probably the biggest earworm is where the name donut hole comes from, which is God's love is like a donut. Because life without God's love is like a donut. Because there's a hole in the middle of your heart.
And I have a note down here that's like, oh, yes, the one theory of how to bring people to Jesus Christ is you're broken to begin with, so let him fill you. And I was like, there's so much flaw with this, and I love that they're starting it out young with all these kids.
Starting it out young with some very awkward choreography the whole time.
Even
every time
double
these
speed.
Kids had to dance, I was like, oh no.
Box step, box step, box step, box step.
It's so, like, I told you that, like, I will probably have to isolate moments of this to present for Internet Supreme Court, because this is like, this is 100% the type of stuff that you find on, like, Instagram when people, like, the amount of people who've sent me Gospel Duck, which I need to track down if Gospel Duck is real and that there's full episodes of, because that's like the more recent one lately, like
oh boy.
There's VCR of Death is like horror based, but there's all these people that like it's the lost media part of YouTube where people find these really cringy old things, and a lot of the time it's Christian content.
That makes sense.
They get their hooks in you, and you can't help but not be a little sucked in.
especially like with all the things that you review and you talk about on other podcasts and things, like the one thing that drove me absolutely bonkers that almost made me turn it off was when they were talking about the prodigal son story, and then they switched to the puppets or whatever, and it's the guy being lowered down by Jesus, and he's like singing a song about how he's got a hole in his roof. The continuity of the hole in the ceiling drove me nuts. And like, what a great moment to have like a cartoon, like big hammer for them to like finally complete the hole. But the cutbacks to the guy inside the house talking about the hole in his ceiling is like the end shot of where the hole is. And it's like, you don't realize it until he smashes it with a hammer. I nearly shut it off just for that reason, and not for like the lyrics, the dancing, the kids, even the guy who committed. It was the continuity of the stupid hole and the puppet. I was like, no, it's not that big yet.
It's bonkers. Everything about this is absolutely unhinged, crazy. And let's talk about these puppets, because I've told you about how the Swedish Chef puppet was, right? Like, it was a puppet with human hands. Yeah. And sometimes that can be charming, like the Swedish Chef. In this scenario, it is the most terrifying thing you've ever seen, because they're not Muppet
hands.
faces. they're like too rubbery. So like the faces look like ventriloquist dummy faces, but with human hands doing things. I don't like it at all.
It's very disconcerting. And then like you have like blinking with like the eyebrows, but he's just pulling the face in on itself. And it's like, that's honestly a great effect, because it does look like an old man, but it's very disconcerting. There's something very uncanny valley about it that's like, oh, this is so. And then like these massive like hairy arms coming out of him.
Yeah. Well, and you were talking about the like cutting the hole in the roof to lower the man in, has my favorite lyric.
Oh God.
Which is, "There's a hole in my roof. It's the truth. This ain't a spoof." Like,
and Matthew, I'm sure we will get to it at one point. I just got paid for doing this, but I did do an audiobook for a Christian's kids book, and it is interesting to say the least, but hey, they paid me money. But
my favorite is you sending me a clip and just going, "Oh, cool, we're just not going to rhyme on this part."
The writing skills in Christianity make me so mad that it's like, you're not even gonna try. You're not even gonna try on this. You're just gonna, this is such a simple rhyme scheme. Why wouldn't you just continue to rhyme?
That's a lot of work, Katie, to find a second rhyme. What do you think? They just have a rhyming dictionary and all the time in the world?
And can't stop doing slant rhymes on oof?
No one can, Katie. They're addicting.
Dude, it's just...
They're addicting to use.
Maddening.
Here it is, guys. Welcome to my hometown's video store.
Sweet, I didn't even know these still existed.
Well, they haven't had a new release since like 2004, but it's still standing. Why don't you guys look around and rent something? It's on me.
Okay, I'm done.
What?
I got the best of 1987, RoboCop, Lethal Weapon, and Predator.
Predator's good, but Predator 2 is better.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, all those old action films, the sequels are better. RoboCop 2, Predator 2, Highlander 2.
Can't argue with Highlander 2.
Do they have any anime?
Yep, if you look, it's right over there.
That's like 5 tapes.
Yeah, welcome to the Midwest.
Steve, what are you renting?
I'll probably rent some bad sci-fi. Maybe something with Will Smith.
Nice. Get some Tim Burton Planet of the Apes while you're at it.
Isn't that the one where you wanted to bang the girl monkey?
Welcome to Analog Jones in the Temple of Film. I'm Steve.
I'm Chris.
I'm Brad.
We are a VHS podcast that breaks down the box art, trailers, and behind the scenes. Do you miss the old days before the internet when you only talked about the films you watched with your friends? We watch these old tapes and look for cool trailers, bizarre promos, and break them down for your entertainment.
If you like sweaty action movies, crappy sci-fi, or schlocky horror films and hate reading, listen to Analog Jones.
Sometimes we even do research and get our facts right on these old movies.
Even if we don't, it's on the internet. It's facts now.
So search for Analog Jones and find us at Anything That Plays podcast.
There's a quote that I wrote down. There's actually 2 quotes I wrote down, because there are, like we said, these segments.
Yeah.
Where the teens will have a moment and then that leads into the next song. And one of the early ones where they're talking about God's rules. And this is like what leads in to Mary showing up.
Oh, Mary.
Is like, because they have to realize that they have to readjust their rules. And the one kid's like, well, in school, if you talk to a nerd, that makes you a nerd too.
Dude.
And Donut Man doesn't say, well, don't call people nerds. He's just like, yeah, but that's not how God's rules work.
Nope. It all starts with love, and that's the only rule, is that there's love. And then, like, not but 2 seconds later, they tell Mary to fuck off because she wasn't here on time.
Yep. Yeah, there's a set time for us to have fun, Mary. Take it seriously or get out.
The back and forth, honestly, reminds me of a bipolar spring. Like, it's just like, we're teaching you the goodness, and then we're also teaching you what it's like when people shun you. Okay, but hey, you showed us God love, so come on in. What is that logic? Like, it's so back and forth. It's so manic.
Listen, I'm really glad that we did this. I just want to put that out there. Of course. Because I knew that we would have this much unhinged fun with this, but my God, this is torturous.
It's very torturous.
At the exact same time. This is not a good time.
There's like a point where someone prays and then the main dude says, that's the kind of prayer God loves to hear. I was like, how do you fucking know, dude?
Yeah, what, do you have a phone line right to him?
Right, and then... We got to talk about the Zacchaeus segment.
Yes, go for it. Let's get started.
I think this is around the time where I was like, I need to move on to Seventh Heaven and watch that before we record. But he puts a kid up and he's like, what is he even looking for? I didn't even really catch what they were trying to do. Like, he wanted to see something, so he wanted to put him up in a tree and tell the Zacchaeus story. But this song starts out with like, I sure am fat. And he's like I'm rich and I'm fat, and it's like just a normal looking kid that he's stuck up on like a ladder or something on top of a very fake tree.
It's again, we've already said unhinged once, but it is unhinged.
It's
an unhinged video. That I am like kind of obsessed with now, but like not obsessed enough to watch it again anytime soon, but definitely obsessed enough to, like I said, make other people watch segments of it and just be like, can you see how crazy this is? Like,
I'm so glad that this was just like a Philadelphia Zone like PBS type show.
I had no clue. Yeah. I thought that this thing had like
legs,
long-reaching arms. Like I was not aware that this was like centralized in Philly.
It makes sense.
I mean, listen, it went far enough to get a Wikipedia page, so that's got to mean something. But
it does.
But like, let's see. I want to talk about the country song.
Oh,
it starts off with this girl who's getting angry because she didn't get to make a donut.
Yeah,
and she says, what do you mean like it? I love donuts. Which is such a great line. But she's so sassy. And I wrote in my notes, I know that Katie is hating every second of this country song, but I actually kind of like it.
I looked for a triple speed button. I really did during this song because it was like, we just went from the rap from the girl that is nowhere to be seen in this part of the show, to this incredibly catchy and annoying country song.
Well, but I think that here's why I kind of like this country song.
Of course you did. I knew you would like this.
But I only kind of like it because she's putting on this like fake Southern accent when she's singing, and it kind of gives off like when the Muppets had to cover country songs on the Muppet Show. Like it's like,
you're right.
It's like, okay, it's like this girl trying to be Dolly Parton, just like a little bit, but like missing the mark the whole time. I don't know. I expected to hate this song a lot more than I actually did. And then the part that you were talking about with the Zacharias stuff is that also they do this weird effect where it's the Donut Man's voice coming out of all of the kids while they're pantomiming, and that is like super unsettling to watch after a while.
Did they not get the audio clip of that? Like, did something get destroyed and he just had to cover it? Like, what happened there?
It's really weird. Like, it's like tiny children talking, and their arms are very exaggerated while they're talking, and you're just like, that is a man's voice coming out of these children.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all wild.
It felt like he like knew he was the star of the show, but also wanted to be the producer, and he was just like, I'll just cover it. I'll do that.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many parts.
Guys.
Yeah, I'll do the voice for that. Yeah, no worries. Some worries, because a lot of it is very it's really discomforting. Talk about the juxtaposition between Seventh Heaven and this show. This is not a show you want to fall asleep to when you're sick.
Oh, you don't find this comforting?
No,
this isn't cozy?
This feels like one of those shows that, like, if you are lit beyond belief, maybe you should watch this show, because it is wild. It definitely feels like an acid wash show.
Yeah, but you know what? We're going to do more of it. You know we're going to do more of it.
God, of course we are.
But this is... it's so funny, as I texted Kyle from Horror Movie Night, and I literally said, please tell me you're home and available Friday around 2 p.m. He was not.
Dang
but
it.
I was like, because him, like, I want to do more of these, not for us to suffer, but to make other people we love and care about suffer.
That is fine with me. That is fine with me if we can get somebody else to watch these. I feel like Joe would be really great for this.
I think we still, Katie, I'm sorry, but I do think we still have to watch it also.
No, no. I'll do the highlights.
Yeah, I think it would be rude for us not to go with it.
The amount of content that I have to watch for this show is hilarious.
You knew what you were signing up for, sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Well, Katie, that is it for. We'll cut this early. We don't have to keep talking about the donut hole anymore.
But please, listeners, if you haven't seen it, it is on YouTube. It is free to watch. It is unhinged. I recommend a little toke before watching it, because
the episode that we watched specifically was episode 1. Jesus shows us God's love. So go and track that one down specifically. And you know what? 35 minutes, you're going to be laughing. I was laughing. I was like, this is so uncomfortable and unhinged that it's funny.
It's so uncomfortable.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.